We think too much and feel too little.
Gus German here wants to adopt the country. Oblige him.
Nobody gets paid uniform.
What they put in your kibble this morning?
Yo, Adrian, let me rock you.
Why do you suppose I just hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
Why so serious?
This is the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
We've got her. It's Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show. Katie, how are you today?
You know what? I am hanging in there, Al.
Just trying to get to Friday, Independence Day, and have a little time to relax and enjoy.
Well, I don't know. That depends. Are you going to make me work on Friday?
Yeah, no. We're taking the day off here. It's a holiday.
I'm so
We
bad.
are
I'm
going to
concerned.
put a best of on. You might make it. You do anything fun and exciting, we might throw you on there for tomorrow. But no, probably not. You got big plans. Is the 4th of July a gig for you? Something you can't wait? You've got your deal. Or it's because it's on a Friday, which really helps.
That really helps. No, I really look forward to the 4th of July. And it was my favorite holiday growing up. And now it still is. 4th of July plans kind of kicked off yesterday with a horrifying game of golf. We played, it's called the Ponds. And
Where's that? Where is the ponds?
It was up in St. Francis, and there were bulrushes everywhere. And where there weren't bulrushes, there was trees and forests. I even got to the point where I went through so many white balls, I got out bright orange balls, and I thought, okay, surely I'll be able to find these. Nope, couldn't find those either. It was not my best effort, and man, it was hot. And then we're golfing. What was it, 90 yesterday?
Yeah, it was warm.
We got towards the last two tees, and it was like, hey, they've got the sprinklers going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, that's going to feel great. We're up to, and you had to drive through them, mind you, because
there you go.
To get your, and it's like, oh, it's going to feel great. And all of a sudden, I was like, oh my God, is this reclaimed water? Do we use reclaimed water up here like they do down south? Because
you just went through pond water.
Right, all of a sudden it went from being refreshing to, oh no.
I need a shower.
Keep your mouth closed and your eyes closed and try not to breathe while you're driving through the.
Oh, that is
what do you
funny.
think? I hope they don't do that.
It's probably right out of well, ours, we have wells, and so we pump it up there, so it goes from the pond, sifts through the water, like the earth does, and then it pulls it up out of there. So I think ours is clean, but I don't generally run through sprinklers anymore because I am an adult. So I don't do that sort of thing. But golfing was hard. It is weird. I was golfing as well as I could possibly have golfed a month ago, and now I don't know how to play the game. It has completely left me. I have no idea. I can't putt. I can't chip. I can't drive. Yesterday was horrible. When you're doing poorly and it's hot and miserable and there could be no larger mosquitoes in the world than it was a terribly, terrible, tough time to golf yesterday.
Do you think is there a direct correlation to how freaking hot it was and how poorly we played?
No. This started about a month ago. I was playing really well, and then all of a sudden I couldn't putt. That just stopped. I'm like, okay, we'll get through this. I do some practicing. I think I'm better. Then, okay, now I can putt. And now if I had a 20-yard chip shot, I have no idea how far or where it's going. Okay, so now that's gone away. And then how do I get to the spot where I'm not 20 yards out? Well, my long irons are now, I have no idea. It's just a complete cavalcade of, why am I here? The cigars. It's completely, I would have left. This is terrible to me. I should not share this. I actually stopped playing one hole yesterday, hole number 6. I had put one in the water on 5, maxed out that hole, got the 6, had a bad drive, second shot hit a tree, third shot hit the side of and into the pond. I go, guys, just finish without me. I'm going to sit in the cart here, I'm going to smoke a cigar, and I'm going to get my head out of my backside. I don't generally recommend just quitting. It's not my thing. I finished the round, but I didn't even finish the hole. It was like that bad.
Yeah, that's rough. We quit keeping score because first we were first we were keeping track.
Yeah.
And then remember we have unlimited mulligans, so that's like fine. So you only
it's almost like real golf.
It's almost like real golf. So you don't have to count your mulligans. Yeah. So it was like, okay, fair enough. Then it got to the point where it was like literally there are these bulrushes and stuff. We were playing with my brother-in-law and my sister, and my brother-in-law, the men's tee box used to be, way back where it is, and they would have to hit it,
Yeah.
well, almost 200 yards over all this stuff. Then the women's tee box, thankfully, would be up further, but you'd still have to hit it over some of the bulrushes. My brother-in-law's like, Katie, Ruth, just drive up and drop your ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's see.
just don't even. We were so bad, Al, that it was like, ladies, don't even bother trying to get. So we're like, fair enough. So we would
Move up. Yeah.
move it up, and then we got to the point where it's like, we're not even. My sister goes, we don't have to count it if we lose a ball, and we don't have to count it if we drop. And pretty soon it was like, why? You know what? We just.
But it's
golf.
the score mean.
It was-
Let me
yeah.
ask you, was it a sexist golf course or is it you? Are you old fashioned that way? You talk about the men's tee and the women's tee. We can't even call that at my golf course anymore. It's the forward tees and the middle tees and the back tees.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was sexist, to be quite honest. I was aghast when you said it. I'm over it now, but
But
for a moment there.
You know what though? I got news flash for everybody. That's what they are. They're the ladies box. So sorry. I hate to be the bearer of that little news flash, but and thank God, because we were talking about it yesterday. We're at a hole that's 190 yards, 200 yards, whatever. And my brother-in-law gets out his 5-iron or his 8-iron to tee it up, and it's like, and my sister and I have our 1-woods, and we know with our 1-woods
Driver.
we're gonna drop it 40 or 50 yards, and it's like, how does he hit it so far? I'm sorry, he can hit it, and maybe it's because he's super tall, maybe, I don't know, athletic. He can just hit it 3 times as far as we can. It's just a fact.
I don't know how old he is, but what bothers me, like golfing with my sons or golfing with these young kids, it's being flexible. I taught my kids how to golf, but they can now outdrive me by 60, 70 yards. It drives me crazy. You just lose a little something, gain a little in the middle, and it doesn't go as far. It's not fun. So anyway.
Oh, well.
How's your fourth look? So you got any plans for the fourth? You can do some golfing?
Ooh, no, you know what? Tonight is a street dance in Chanhassen that literally I've been going to since, gosh, it was 1994, I think, the first time I went. And it was so long ago that Chanhassen was so small that the city sponsored dinner, and everybody, they had corn on the cob and whatnot for everybody. And
Love that.
now it's ginormous. But there's a street dance tonight. Gonna go to that. That'll be fun. Tomorrow, going out on the boat. Then we've got there's a big uproar. I can't tell you how many different text groups, WhatsApp groups, and instant messaging groups I'm on, with everybody all riled up trying to figure out what we're going to do, because some people want to do this and other people want to do that. And I'm like, I don't really want to do this. I'd rather do that. Well, why? And so it's been
You're kind of the glue with your group, aren't you?
No,
You're the glue that holds them together.
nope. I'm just the one voice that's going, I don't know. Personally, I want to do this. So I think I'm going to be doing this, and I don't know who's going to be doing that, but
Interesting. But you have a lot of plans.
yeah. And then Saturday's a thing at my cousin's house. Oh, we do a Toby Keith birthday party at her house every July 4th weekend. So
Wait, you do a Toby Keith birthday bash. That's what you called it? I mean,
they
he's
call
dead.
it a Toby Keith. Are you coming for Toby Keith's birthday? And it's like, of course. Yeah, because Toby Keith's birthday must be right around now, and he left us a little over a year ago. But they have a cabin, and so we sit and play cards and go boating and listen to Toby Keith on the.
You have a lot going on. Wow.
It's going to be a busy, fun weekend.
Aren't we the same age?
I believe. Well, no, I don't.
I
Think
mean,
so.
within a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Watch out for this next year, because I don't want to do anything. I'm going to go golfing tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll be better than yesterday. I'm going to go golfing, and then the rest of the weekend, I don't know. Mow my lawn. I have no plans. I'm excited about having nothing. Kids aren't coming down. Nothing going on. I am going to enjoy the 4th because I'm doing nothing.
Well, good for you.
Well, you're not. You don't mean that. You even say that. Oh, good for you, you lazy old man. Let the old man in, did you? Wow. I'd get done doing with all you're doing, and I need to have to take Sunday off the entire day just to relax and get my feet back under me. That's just too much stuff.
Well, it's a lot of stuff, but it's fun. And I don't know that I have anything going on Sunday. Maybe Sunday will be my day of rest.
There you go. Like the good Lord said. Okay.
Right?
We're going to go to break. We'll be back. I have a story I want to find out from you because this young lady scares me, and I want to know what you would do. Here it comes. Life with Katie, coming up next.
There are many ways to explore Alexandria. Some like to experience the outdoors and all the fun winter in Minnesota can provide. Pick your favorite way to get in touch with nature. Others like to explore downtown in the warm comfort of a boutique or gathered around a table with friends. You can do all of that or relax and do nothing at all. Come explore Alexandria. Start planning at explorealex.com.
Achieving your financial goals requires individual planning and a comprehensive approach. At Midwest Money Management, our mission is to provide you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to feel comfortable financially today and secure about tomorrow. Learn more at MidwestMoneyManagement.com. That's MidwestMoneyManagement.com.
Securities offered through JW Cole Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through JW Cole Advisors Inc., Midwest Money Management, and JW Cole Financial Inc. and JW Cole Advisors Inc. are unaffiliated entities.
As in alligator. L also in alligator. But it's not alligator. It's the Al Travis Show.
We've got our Katie on with us. Life with Katie. Folks kind of just tuning in. You've been through divorce. You have friends who've done that, a little group you hang with. Have you ever found anyone new to the group that took complete complete fault? It was their fault for the relationship going bad, or is it always the other person?
No, I think we've gotten to the point where we have figured out that people that say that it's completely the other person's 100% fault.
Yep.
You get to know them for about a month or two, and you pretty much
you can tell
that it wasn't the other person's. The other person's 100% responsibility.
Well, and okay, so I would think that that's very true. I appreciate you being honest with it. It's always a mix of something, even if the idea was my fault, I married the wrong person. Okay, fine. I get that. I found proof that there's one human, it was completely her fault. No, yes.
Her name's not Katie.
No, it didn't say the name. Could be Katie. If this strikes home, let me know. This came out of Texas, where Beverly Hills, Texas.
Well, I have never lived in Texas.
Yeah, according to the police, give you a hint here, a man received a package from his ex-girlfriend containing an official marriage certificate, which she allegedly had certified by a pastor. Evidently, these two were in a relationship before, were going to get married, got a license, and he found out she was nuts. So he broke it off. She kept the paperwork and found a pastor who had signed the bad boy. They're married. Oopies. Police now have her on she's been arrested for felony stalking. I'm sorry. Is that over the top creepy? Hello.
Wow. So I guess the question what's the point of getting married to somebody who doesn't want to be married to you?
Because you're ruining this is my point. So now both of them, let's go with the guy first.
Right.
He's out there doing his thing. He now finds who might be Mrs. Right, and you're dating, having a good time. So you ever been married? Now you got a story that most humans are going to say, there ain't no way that happened. You're just blaming it on, he's in a box. She put him in a box.
Yeah. Funny thing you should ask.
I got the police records. Once you say police, she's out of there. She has screwed this guy. On the other hand, she goes out. Let's say she's not crazy yet, but she finds Mr. Right, and they want to get married. Well, have you ever been married before? Yeah, but he didn't really care much for it. In fact, he wasn't there. In fact, I got 5 to 10 for stalking. She ruined both lives. This is the psycho crap you see ladies burning rabbits. From what movie was that scared the bejesus out of me when she boiled the rabbit? Yeah, that's that kind of crap right there. Unbelievable.
Well, here's the thing. Because she didn't even get any wedding gifts, probably. So what was the point?
Again, I think, says Glenn Close, I'm going to ruin your life. You're never going to get married without explaining this. I don't remember. When you got married, right? I mean, you had to go downtown, get the license. I get that. But then you're at the church, the pastor signs it, you and your spouse, and don't your best man, who else signed all this? Who's in on this bad boy? You can buy a pastor for $50 or what? You get your, efficient license. You can probably find somebody to do that. But who else signed it?
Well, I signed your name with my left hand. You signed.
It can't be that easy to get that. Okay.
I don't know.
How much what kind of legal crap you got to go through? You're calling a lawyer to get me out of a marriage I wasn't in?
Well, what? That's an interesting point, too, because not only what if you were dating somebody and that's if you've never been married before, but what if you didn't even know that you were married and you end up trying to get married to somebody else and you find out you're already married to somebody, or it's different counties and you marry somebody and then you find out that the marriage ad isn't even legal because unbeknownst to you, you're married to some other person. That's super interesting.
She needs to be locked up for a long time. Because on your point, she didn't let him go not knowing he was married so he'd get in trouble later. She mailed him the certificate. And what did you think he's going to come running back? Oh, I didn't know we got married. Oh, you're my... What is she... psycho? God, I'm sorry. Just you go over the top being too psycho for me. Now, let me ask you this. This woman shows up to the group.
Mm-hmm.
She shows up to the group and you all start sharing your stories. And she comes up and shares her version of this. I know he wanted to get married, so I got everything done. She gives you whatever spin she's got. Do you boot her? You got to boot her out of the group, right? You can't have that kind of... Do you boot her or are you like, we really got to talk through a few things, Michelle? I'm just throwing my name up.
Yeah, I don't think she ends up in the WhatsApp group. I'm putting out there that her name probably that, and then she's probably the one who's like, hey, how come I'm not getting the notifications of the different events going on? Really? I don't know. It must be your phone. You must have an Android, huh?
But do you guys weed out the weak? This is crazy. I'm not even comparing to that. No one's that crazy except her. But do you... there's got to be strange folks that show up sometimes. And you're like, I know.
We have run across somebody who has ended up being bad news. And to the point where it's like, hey, where are you guys? Where are you guys? Where are you guys? And I'm like, do I respond? No, Katie,
No.
not respond. And I'm like, okay. And so none of us responded. Okay, you are not a good person.
Yeah.
You are, and this person actually says, you know what? I'm the reason we got divorced. Yeah, you sure are. You're not
sometimes
a good husband, and I don't think you're a good person, generally speaking.
Sometimes you're right. Okay, we're out of time. Katie, love having you in the program. Appreciate you being here. We'll do it again. Have a happy Independence Day.
Well, yeah, and a safe one too, I think, would be.
Yeah. Be careful on the water. Wear a life vest at all times. Back after this.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try